I'd like to start a graphic design company.
I'm looking at going to bookkeeping and accountancy services.
I'm going into window cleaning.
Supplying blinds and fitting.
I want to start a Dutch pancake and waffle house.
Paint and decorating.
I want to start a contract cleaning business.
I want to set up a mobile milkshake unit.
I'm a podiatrist looking to treat children from hip to toes.
I'd like to start a landscape and block paving business.
This week we're in Stockton Business Centre and it's the start of the Eureka programme. Eureka is a week-long programme whereby individuals who are planning on starting a business can come along and they look at a different business subject each day of the week to help them, give them the key business skills and knowledge that they need to start up. Eureka is funded by Stockton Enterprise Gateways, which is a partnership between the council and ERDF.
Whatever you're sat there thinking that I can't overcome my barriers to enterprise, I'm sure you can, and we'll help you do that. I've put money at the beginning. Don't ever be worried about standing up here and saying, do you know what, I want money and I want more of it, because we're all in it to make a profit at the end of the day.
Put family in the middle because that's pretty much what my life revolves around. I wanted some grounding in how to start a business, how to get clients and how to structure it properly.
I want to use my profession to obviously help others, which will fit around still being able to look after my daughter.
I thought it would be a good opportunity for me to come in to see if I can set my own business up and start making my own money instead of working for someone else.
I'm out from the army, serving just short of 23 years. I've applied for jobs. I ain't got much feedback from them jobs, and I thought about going self-employed.
I want to be my own boss. I want to work for myself. If I get an extra staff, I can treat them fairly, show them what a boss is supposed to be.
As long as you make sure that you do a quality service in whatever sort of business you're starting up, that quality will hold you in good stead.
We had a guest speaker come along today, Stuart McCullen, and he was invited to come along to tell them about his experience of starting his business, the highs and lows, and maybe some tips that he would suggest for them.
I'm always a great believer in learning from somebody else's mistakes rather than your own. So I think using other people's experiences is hugely important to get you over that sort of what is sometimes a difficult first year. There will be times when you sort of think, oh my God, what have I done? And the support of your networks will help you get through that, basically. But I wish I'd done it 20 years earlier, that's all I would say. So keep mixing with optimistic, enthusiastic people, and you'll find it will rub off on you and you'll remain enthusiastic.
We're going to take advantage of the fact today we're in Stockton Business Centre and the delegates are going to go out and talk to some of the businesses who are based here, including a recruitment company, the cafe and an IT company.
It's a big step, but you've got to, if you're not fully committed, then it's pointless. You've got to be fully committed to do it.
It was very helpful, yeah. She really just encourages to take the plunge and was very inspirational. She done it herself and it just proved that we could do it too.
I've just taken on a part-time member of staff, so hopefully she will become full-time.
She obviously had the same figures and things, and she just went for it and she hasn't looked back. She's moved upwards and onwards, so hopefully I'll be the same.
It's just having enough hours in the day, because as I say, you have to be dedicated.
She was very calm and passionate. She was very into her business, and she also told us to have a day off. Don't forget that you've got to live outside.
Yeah, I should have done it sooner. Yeah, I should have set up years ago, because when you've done it and you see that it works, you kick yourself for all those years that you've worked for somebody else.
She was really enthusiastic. She's saying about how fast her business had grown and just kind of sticking with it and working all the hours.
She taught me that anybody can succeed at being self-employed.
Well, it's day 2 today, the marketing day, and we've come to the Stockton Riverside to the Endeavour, which is Captain Cook's boat, which is really exciting for the delegates and for me. And we've got the marketing and sales day today, which is going to be fun.
It's a bit exciting, isn't it? You go different things each day. It's instead of being sat in the same classroom looking at the same thing every day, you feel better, don't you, doing different things.
Just nice to get out of the office feel and just get out and about. Well, yeah, it's been brilliant.
It's always keeping you on your feet and you're always thinking. It's a good thing.
Our guest speaker today is Andy Ditchburn from Perrault, and he's a design expert, and he's going to come along to help our clients figure out what's the best way forward in terms of their logo, their style, their name, and how they reach their customers with look and feel for their business.
I think the first rule is that there's no rules. It's better to get the actual brand right and then add bits to it. It's really important that the startups get their identities right because it will help them to sell more product from the outset. It'll help them to get going faster, make sure that it appeals to their target market, make sure that it reflects their values, make sure that it communicates why people should buy their product. It will really help them to hit the ground running and make sales from the outset.
My design, what I had initially, I think I had too much on it. I'm going to be on the move quite a lot of the time, and my van's going to be so important for the marketing side. If my branding's not right on there, I don't think people are going to look at it, and I really want to get this right from the beginning. I think it's probably one of the most important things.
Go for it, but don't take too many risks, but do it well, but also do it differently.
The most important thing is you are going self-employed, you're the boss, it's your business, you make the choices and the decisions as to what you want to do. It's day 3 of our Eureka week, and today we've changed location and we're over at the Arc in Stockton, which is a venue that has theatre, comedy club, cinema. So we're here today to look at business planning. We want the delegates to have a business plan that's appropriate to their business, that's realistic, and at the very least have an action plan as to what they're going to go and do after they've left the course.
I take the delegates away from the workshop environment and work with them on a one-to-one basis so we can actually identify their opportunities and get them down on paper. We can then help them to develop those ideas and make sure that they cover all of the necessary steps and stages when they're putting their business together.
Having different ideas from different staff, I think that's important. Getting or bouncing ideas from one member of staff to the other.
Well, to be honest, I thought it was just simple. You got a van, you went and got your customers, and that was it. But there's a lot more into it. You know, your insurances and your taxes, and making sure everything's all right and how to make a profit and everything.
I would have gone out there not knowing this and not knowing what to do. So it gives you where to go, who to speak to.
It actually opens our minds and our eyes to actually see that there's a lot of opportunities out there.
I want to learn myself about accounting, just keeping the books, and we're doing that again tomorrow, so hopefully that'll be my big one.
The week's going really well. I think everybody's getting a lot out of it. We've had a few headaches because of the amount of information. We've tried to give them a lot at the beginning, and now we're trying to focus them on their plans, their ideas, and what they need to do to get started.
If Eureka had been around when I started up, I think that would have sort of got me quicker up the ladder, if you like, because that experience would have been invaluable in avoiding some of the mistakes that I made.
Everyone I've spoke to has got something from the course. A couple of them have said it's the best thing they've ever done. I think it's definitely worth doing.
But thank God she called me, because I still wouldn't have a clue if I was sat at home now. So I definitely recommend you to come to Eureka.
If you've got an idea, as crazy as it seems, it's valuable to come on this course. It would just make sense of some of the thoughts that you've got.
5 days, 6 hours a day, get it done, you'll learn a lot from it, and you'll be a better person, I believe, at the end of the week.
It's really excellent. It's the best thing I ever did. It really, really inspired me. My brain's been buzzing every night. So.
It helped me no end because I didn't know what to expect whatsoever, and I'll be hit, battered. But I've got so much information, I can refer back to it, and I'm well chuffed.
Go for it. Eureka!